Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Definitely.
So it's this English learning podcast called Daily Money Briefing.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
It's actually pretty cool. You get the
Yeah.
financial news and kind of a language lesson all in one.
Oh, I like that. Sort of killing two birds with one stone.
Exactly. Today we're looking at some really interesting financial currents.
That's right. We're sort of connecting the dots between Wall Street's tech rally
Ah.
and what's happening over in South Korea with exports and even the housing market.
Right.
So maybe start with the U.S. Wall Street's been, well, pretty buzzy.
Yeah, definitely. Strong earnings from Microsoft, Meta.
We saw the Dow climb 82 points, hitting 40,752.
Okay.
S&P 500, that added 35 points, up to 5,604.
And the NASDAQ, that usually reflects tech more heavily.
It certainly did jump 264 points, closed at 17,710. Really shows the confidence there.
So is this just about those earnings reports? Because there's also this background noise about potential tariffs, right?
That's the interesting part. It seems, for now at least, that these strong results are outweighing those tariff concerns for investors. It suggests a belief in the, fundamental power of these big tech companies. Maybe they can handle whatever trade changes come.
Or adapt, perhaps. Okay, so strong tech sentiment in the U.S. Let's pivot to South Korea. Exports in April,
Yeah, the headline number looks good, up 3.7% compared to last year.
which is big, right? Over $58 billion.
Highest April figure ever, actually. And semiconductors, wow, up 17.2%.
Okay, so that links back to the tech demand we were just talking about.
Absolutely. It shows South Korea's key role there. But there's a but.
Always is. What's the nuance?
We'll dig a bit deeper, and you see exports to the U.S. actually fell 6.8%.
Okay.
And car exports were down, too, by 3.8%.
But there are drops? Are they being linked directly to the tariff worries?
That seems to be the connection people are making, yes.
Yeah.
It really highlights how these trade policies can hit specific sectors harder.
So tech chips are booming because demand is high globally.
Right.
But cars, maybe more sensitive to U.S.-specific trade stuff, are feeling the pinch.
Precisely. It's a complex picture, not just one single trend.
Okay, let's add another layer. South Korea's housing market. It's heating up again.
It seems so, especially in Seoul. Apartment prices there have ticked up for 13 weeks straight now.
13 weeks. That's quite a run.
Yeah, overall up 0.09% recently, but Gangnam,
Really?
the really prime area,
Leading the pack, I bet.
up 0.19%.
Yeah.
But the really sharp rise was actually in Sejong City.
Sejong, why there specifically?
Well, there's a lot of speculation about the presidential office potentially moving there.
Okay, so that kind of news drives major
Yeah,
anticipation. Infrastructure hopes.
exactly. People anticipate more government focus, more jobs, better infrastructure, and that pushes prices up. It hit a 4-year high there.
Got it. So pulling this all together, we have U.S. tech stocks looking strong despite uncertainties.
Yep, powered by earnings.
South Korean tech exports are also strong, globally speaking.
Riding that same tech wave.
But other Korean exports, like cars to the U.S., are showing weakness, possibly due to trade friction.
Right, that localized pressure.
And then you have domestic factors, like that potential government move in Korea, causing its own distinct housing boom.
It's a great snapshot, really. It shows how global trends like tech demand are like this big river. But then local things, policies, speculation, trade disputes, create specific eddies and currents within it.
So the takeaway for you listening is, notice how these pieces fit together. They reflect these bigger economic forces and sensitivities.
Tech resilience is a theme, but so are those specific pressures from things like trade policy.
It makes you think what other global factors might be playing a role here that perhaps aren't immediately obvious.
That's the question to ponder.
Well, that's all the time we have for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us.